Yeah, let me get it out of the bag real quick and set up. No, Clay would be the first, and depending on how this goes, it might be the only one. That's about the truth. All right, second mic test, mic test. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you inside SportsPlus Arena here in Cincinnati, Ohio for the final first round matchup in the TSCHL Conference Tournament between the North 3 seed Ohio Bobcats and the South 2 seed Indiana Hoosiers. Hello everyone, I'm Gage O'Dell from Kentucky Hockey along with Clay Pergram here to bring you all the action in this final first round game. Two games already finalized in this first round as the Miami of Ohio defeated Bowling Green 3-0, and Ohio State knocked off Kentucky 6-4. Michigan is currently leading Louisville 2-0 in the second. But in this game, it's Indiana and Ohio. We'll start off with the Indiana Hoosiers, the South 2 seed. They are 19-6-1. They finish in the TSCHL 9-1-3. Indiana is also 15-0-1 in their last 16 games. They've won 9 in a row and haven't lost in regulation since October. In net for Indiana will be Sammy Bills. He is 12-2 on the year, averaging 3 goals against per game with a save percentage of .912. Players to watch out for the Hoosiers: Will Jarami, 41 total points on 9 goals and 32 assists. Jack Kissel, 31 points, 16 goals, 15 assists. And number 17, Vladislav Krušić, with 29 total points on 16 goals. In the last 5 games, Tommy McDonald leads all Hoosiers with 10 total points, 4 goals, and 6 assists in his last 5. And Jarami, as I mentioned earlier, 8 total points, 3 goals, and 5 assists. Now for the Ohio Bobcats, they are 18-12 this season. They finished in the TSCHL 8-0-5. They have won their last 5 games, all coming against TSCHL opponents. Their top scorer is defenseman number 3, Brendan Cholera, who has 41 total points on 9 goals and 32 assists. Number 9, Hayden Ripley, with 31 total points on 16 goals and 15 assists. And lastly, Noah Staton, 29 points with 22 goals and 7 assists. Starting in net for the Bobcats will be number 33, Tyler Beatty, who is 7-5 on the year, has given up 53 goals, has a goals against average of 4.38, with a .907 save percentage. Now, real quick, let's bring in assistant coach of the Kentucky hockey team, Clay Pergram. Clay, you have seen a lot of these players over film. You've seen them both in 2 different games against the Hoosiers and the Bobcats. Who do you want to see out of the Hoosiers have a big game tonight?
Out of the Hoosiers, I'm expecting to see a big game out of Vlad. Also looking for a big one out of Jack Kissel. I think both of those guys are due for big games. They're both big components for the IU team.
Now for Ohio, one player that I did not mention had a big weekend against Kentucky was Ted Stuber, had a hat trick in both games. Besides him, who out of Ohio impresses you the most?
The number 3, the player who wears number 3 for Ohio, Brendan Cholera. Really, really good defenseman, moves the puck well. Also looking for a big one out of Noah Stanton tonight.
All right, we have just under 40 seconds left here in warm-up. They will have the national anthem, and it will be what I have called the best jersey combination game in the TSCHL. It'll be Indiana and Ohio coming up here in just a moment as the players are getting ready to head towards their collective benches. We'll have starting lineups right after the national anthem. getting ready for Indiana and Ohio here in Bowling Green. Starting lineups for Indiana will be number 2, Tommy Krupsik, number 3, Connor Fallon, number 20, Nathan Cesarski, number 9, Andrew Chambers, and number 7, Aiden Simono. And in net for the Hoosiers, Sammy Bills. For Ohio, Ryan Bruss, Noah Staton, Aiden Millett, Brennan Cholera, and Charlie Garnett with Tyler Beatty in the crease as we are underway as Ohio will control.
Oh, big hit there to start the game.
Cesarski takes down Staton right at center ice right after he dumped the puck. It's Fallon getting it across to Simono. Simono at center ice gets it up to Chambers. He can't control it. Cesarski will just throw it all the way down as that big hit will rattle the glass. As you could get that in full view, as the view here from the stands isn't that great for the broadcast, but we will get through this as best as we can. Puck battle ensuing behind the Ohio net. That goes off the shoulder of Staton. And Indiana will control it behind their own net with Goodfellow. Losing it in that far corner. Staton in a puck battle with Brandenburg, where Indiana will rip it all the way around the boards, up through the neutral zone, taken by Simono. Simono gets tag teamed by a couple of Bobcats. He tries to dump the puck down all the way in the attacking zone, where the Bobcats will take back control. Weaver crosses the blue line. Tries to backhand it over to Marslick, can't do it. Indiana will try to play it back up towards the blue line. And a puck battle ensuing in that near corner on the left-hand side. Quick shot goes off the blocker, off the stick of Ripley from the blue line. Can't get it past Bills. Goodfellow gets it up to Kenyon. Kenyon brings it in, and it goes right into the chest of Beatty and frozen up. These two teams played each other twice back in September. Indiana swept the Bobcats, winning 4-2 and 5-2. Bills played in net both games, stopping 74 of 78 total shots, as Beatty quickly covers that one. It goes in the back of the net, but the referee will wave it off. That's the one in the orange band behind the net. Couldn't see the puck and blew it before it crossed the goal line. Quick rip from Indiana from the blue line. Gets blocked at the face-off circle by Greenleaf as Ohio tries to play it across the blue line. They finally do. It goes off the stick of Greenleaf in the attacking zone for Ohio. Try to cross it over to Marslick. Couldn't find him. Kept in at the blue line by Campbell, who will just dump it down to Marslick. Marslick takes a shot that goes just wide of the net. And it will be Timmons trying to get it across the blue line. Can't do it. Kept in for a moment by Greenleaf, and Indiana will bring it all the way back out on the stick of Kissel. Beatty will play the puck to Cholera. Over to Fulmer, who throws it through the neutral zone off the stick of Coward. Coward throws a big hit in the far corner on Krumsick. Indiana gets it through the neutral zone. Ohio chasing after it. It's Garnett. Having it taken away from him by the Hoosiers. McDonald, Indiana's leading penalty minute player. Can't keep it in at the blue line, and now it is Cesarski. Skating back in the defensive zone, throwing it up, getting the tip by McDonald. Ohio will bring it out through the neutral zone. As Kiker tried to dive through the neutral zone and pick the puck away on a long pass. Couldn't do it. Ohio will reset as it's O'Brien losing the puck to Fallon. Fallon takes a shot that goes off the padding of Beatty. Played in that far corner. It goes out through the high slot. Now the side or top of the face-off circle. Kiker can't keep it in. Ohio will clear it out of the zone. Trobenter dumps the puck all the way behind the Indiana net. Played up to Beal. Beal can't control it. He'll get that in the far corner. Plays it back out to the top to Collegiate. Indiana clears it out of the Ohio zone. It's Ripley dumping the puck in the attacking zone. One Bobcat gets smashed into the glass. That was Lawless getting blown up while the puck came through, and another big hit as Lawless took revenge on Brandenburg. Brandenburg shaken up from a hit by Lawless, couldn't get it to his defender at the blue line. Indiana clears a puck on themselves, and they will have to reset. Brandenburg throws it to the neutral zone, taken away by Ohio. It's Staton chasing after the puck, gets knocked into the boards, but gets it behind the Indiana net. As Ohio tried to throw it up to the blue line, nobody was home as they were going for a change. And both teams just dumping the puck down, trying to make each other chase after it. As Millett throws it all the way around to the near side. Indiana chips it through the neutral zone. DiLorenzo chasing after it, but he had 3 green jerseys around as Campbell goes flying into the boards on a hit from DiLorenzo.
As expected, Gage. This is definitely one of the most physical games we've seen in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the tournament so far. A lot of neutral zone games so far. They're still trying to fill each other out as both teams have got through both their lines, it seems, for the first time. It is a very physical game so far.
And that's how it was the first time they played each other in that series back in October. Huge hits, very little penalties as Bills can't cover that puck up. It goes off his padding. Greenleaf came flying in, couldn't get a stick on it. Now here comes Indiana. DiLorenzo leaves it behind for Kissel and has it taken away. This one goes off the near boards. Up to Marslick. Marslick gets around one, takes a shot that goes wide and into the netting. So 13:55 left in the first. 5 shots for Ohio, 4 for Indiana. And a lot of this game so far has been just playing dump and chase.
Back and forth, still figuring each other out. Watch for Claire to shoot that back post. He's a really speedy guy. Expect him to finish 1 or 2 there tonight. He's looking for it already early in this game.
That puck goes all the way down. No icing as Indiana gets back there first. Colera trying to play it up the boards. He does, but nobody can get there except for Timmons of Indiana. It goes off the padding of Beatty. Played in that far corner by Knoll. Brennan lost an edge trying to get up to the puck, and it goes across through the neutral zone up to Greenleaf. Greenleaf for the Bobcats, skates across the blue line, just flips the puck all the way down the boards. McDonald gets it across to Offenbach. Now across the ice pass to Simono. Simono just dumps the puck down, and he will chase after it as Collegiate for Ohio gets there first. Trobenter throws it up to Coward. Coward just banks it off the boards. Nothing but red jerseys out in front as Indiana will control it. Cesarski getting it across the Krumsick, back to Cesarski. Skates through center ice, across the blue line. Cesarski skates in through 2 defenders. Takes a shot from the side of the goal, and he scores! Cesarski gets it behind Beatty as it goes through the legs, and that's Cesarski's 12th of the season. And IU goes up 1-0. So Indiana strikes first. When these two teams played each other, it wasn't Beatty in net. It was James Saber who gave up 4 goals and 5 in both games. So Beatty hasn't seen Indiana in game action yet this year. As a quick shot from Coward goes up and over the net. Coward chasing after his own rebound behind the goal. Getting pushed into the board by Goodfellow. And Goodfellow just throws a puck all the way down. and it will be an Indiana icing. .12:09 to go. 1-0 Indiana. Winner of this game will face the winner of Michigan and Louisville. Face-off to the left of Bills. Hoosiers control the face-off. They get it up to the blue line, but it's kept in by Fulmer. Fulmer throws the puck down. It's him and Brandenburg go crashing down. Here comes Kenyon. Kenyon takes a shot, throws off the pads. Another rebound chance. Mike Crucius does not find the back of the net. Now it's the Bobcats coming back the opposite way. It's Beal. Gets it across the O'Brien. O'Brien shoots. Has it blocked before he can even think about it. Timmons gets it up to Jerami. Jerami skates around 3 different Bobcat jerseys. And finally has it taken from him, but it's kept in the zone by DiLorenzo for just a moment before it's poked away. And Timmons will control back down in the attacking zone. It's Staten bringing it in the attacking zone for Ohio, but he is swallowed up by nothing but Hoosiers. As a tip from Staten doesn't go the way he wanted it to. He goes back in the Ohio defensive zone as Cholera gets it up to Millett. Millett back up to Staten. Staten tries to get it down low to Bruss. Back to Staten. Tries to throw it back down low to Bruss, but it's taken away by Timmons. Played up to the blue line. Cholera couldn't keep it in. And it's dumped back down by Garnett on a tip from Staten. Puck bounces right at the blue line as Kissel trying to throw it up to Offenbach. Goes in the Indiana attacking zone where the Ohio defenders will control. Cesarski just dumps the puck behind the Ohio net. Cholera in that near corner almost takes a hit from Offenbach. Krumsick backhands the puck down towards the net. It gets tipped and into the netting behind the Ohio Bobcat goal.
Last 2 minutes feels like Indiana's really controlling the pace of this game. At the start, Ohio had more control. Now it's kind of flipped the momentum to Indiana. Both teams with 5 shots apiece on net right now.
The puck goes flying down the opposite way as it's Cesarski controlling the puck and just dumps it all the way up through the neutral zone. Ohio up the near boards. Taken away by Cesarski. Skates up, takes a shot right into the glove of Beatty. Face-off controlled by the Bobcats. It's flung all the way around the boards. It's kept in by Goodfellow. Dumps it back behind the net. Ohio will retake control as Marslick tries to find Greenleaf. Marslick turns and fires from the neutral zone to dump the puck back down. Retaken by Kiker, throws all the way up to Fallon at center ice. Fallon brings it in, takes a shot that goes well wide. Had Simono backdoored. Simono just a little slow getting to the spot. Greenleaf gets it up towards the Indiana blue line, can't fully clear it. Indiana goes for a change, and now's the time for Ohio to try to get the puck up the ice. And they do an Herbs. Herbs gets absolutely crushed into the boards by Brandenburg. That's a couple of big hits from Brandenburg this period. Another no-look shot by Chavez. Goes well wide of the net. Strohbenter gets pinned to the boards and knocked down as he brought the puck around center ice. Brought in by brought in by O'Brien. It's loose out in front. Coward had a chance on it as Bills wasn't in the same area code. Puck battle just to the right in the near corner as the puck is now On the far side, it's flipped all the way up to Kenyon. Kenyon brings it in. It's 1-on-2. Kenyon gets around both defenders, and it's knocked into the corner by Beatty.
Great look there by Vlad out of the corner of his defensive zone.
Trobenter gets across the center line and just dumps it down as now the Bobcats go for a change. Under 8 to go. Kenyon gets all the way up to Krumsick. Krumsick will put the brakes on, lost the puck. Colorado clear it up to Beal. Indiana and Cesarski gets the puck all the way back down as it's DiLorenzo. Now getting pinned to the boards. Shot by Cesarski goes off the legs of one Bobcat, taken right back. It's center ice by Brandenburg. Another shot blocked out in front. Kissel trying to find a lane, goes all the way up towards the near boards, and Ohio will clear the puck. Goodfellow throws it across to Kissel. Kissel at center ice finds Jerami. Jerami up through the slot, takes a shot that goes off of Beatty, and then sent wide by the Bobcats. Puck battle ensuing on that far side. Finally brought up by Garnett. Garnett through center ice. It's basically 1-on-5. As he got through 4 defenders, couldn't get through the 5th, and Indiana will bring it right back up through the neutral zone before Ohio will retake it. In comes Staten, takes a shot that goes off the body of Bills, and he covers it up.
Very fast pace going back and forth right now, Gage. Pucks all over the place. It looks like Indiana's running a aggressive 1-2-2 forward check at them, but anytime they get into that offensive zone, they have pressure all over the Bobcats right now. Be an exciting 5 minutes to finish out this first period.
Ohio struggling to get anything going offensively, and a stick goes flying up in the air. That was Bruss's stick. He'll go back to retrieve it. Here comes Indiana. Fallon gets knocked into the boards by Conklin. Puck battle on that far corner. Played behind the Ohio net. It's chased down by Staten. Staten throws it all the way across, trying to find Beal. One Hoosier defenseman went down, but Bills will play the puck towards the neutral zone, played back down by Ripley, but Ohio will have to clear their offsides. Back comes Indiana. It's Krumsick. Gets a tip from Jerami. It'll be Hayden Ripley picking the puck up on that far side. He'll throw the brakes on and try to let Fallon skate up further up the ice. Ripley gets a tip from Staten. Staten chases after it, but it'll be Timmons from the Hoosiers getting to the puck first. In comes Offenbach. Back over to Timmons. Timmons banks it off the boards to Knoll. Up to center ice. Ripley will dump the puck right back down for the Bobcats, but Indiana and the defensemen are right there to take back control. Ohio has to clear it quickly, the offside. Then comes Marslick. Marslick wraps around, throws a shot that goes well wide of the net. Big hit from McDonald on that far side, and Indiana will be able to clear the puck up. 5:16 left here in the first period. 1-0 Hoosiers.
A tough turnover on Indiana's blue line. Looks like they got the change off.
And a shot by Greenleaf goes right into the breadbasket of Bills, who is a perfect 9 of 9 on saving the puck. Winner of this game will face the winner of Michigan and Louisville. It's currently 3-0 Michigan Wolverines. Getting ready to start the third period on the other sheet of ice here at SportsPlus Arena. Quick shot from Ohio goes well wide of the net. It'll be played by the Hoosiers. And Crucius will throw it off the near boards. Has to battle Marslick for the puck, and the whistle will blow for an offsides. Face-off will be controlled by the Bobcats as they're trying to get away from the Indiana forwards. Played in that near corner. Loose out in front. A quick shot from Brandenburg goes wide of the net. Kept in by the Hoosiers at their blue line. Loose to the left of the crease. Beatty has to dive for it. Beatty makes a save. Loose puck goes up to the blue line. And Goodfellow can't keep it in. Bouncing puck goes towards the creases. Beatty will cover and will throw it off to his left. Groomsick skates through center ice. Gets around a couple of Hoosiers. He'll skate it wide of the net. He'll backhand it back up in the attacking zone, but nobody is there for the Bobcats. Colero will collect the puck and he'll throw it down, and the whistle has blown for the net coming out of its pegs. 4:03 left here in period number 1 in the final first round game in the TSCHL conference tournament. Indiana already qualified and locked in to the Southeast Regionals next week as the 7th seed. Ohio trying to play spoiler from somebody and win this whole tournament to get themselves the league auto bid. Ohio playing the puck in that near corner as Coward went to battle with Krumsick. Now it's puck's on the far side of the ice. O'Brien battling for it. It's thrown to the side, off the side of the net by Trobinter. Loose puck goes through the slot. Played back down by Colera, but he can't keep it in. It's gathered up by O'Brien. He'll just dump the puck all the way behind the Indiana net with 3.5 minutes to go. Krumsick gets it up to Kissel. Kissel trying to tip it up through the neutral zone. Had to gather it back and get it up to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo skates around Colera. Backhands it over to Jerami, who scores a beautiful one-timer. And the Hoosiers go up by 2.
Great effort there by DiLorenzo to get that pass off. Guy was getting hooked down into the zone, almost getting pulled down, still gets the pass off. Refs missed the call, but Indiana will take the goal either way. They're up 2.
That's Jerami's 10th goal of the season, his 17th of his career. That puts Jerami up to 42 points. That's the DiLorenzo's 15th assist on the year and 25th point. And the Hoosiers go up by 2 with 3:10 left in period number 1. Face-off will be to the right of Beatty. It'll be Brusson Offenbach in the face-off circle. It's controlled by Ohio, but Indiana has the puck. Shot by McDonald from the side of the net, covered up and saved by Beatty.
Indiana's working in the right areas down there in the close quarters next to the net. We see a lot of goals in the ACHA come off. Crease chances, second chance, rebound opportunities. So they're working down there in the right area right now.
Face-off controlled by Heil. They swing it all the way around the boards. It's up towards the blue line. It's kept in by the Hoosiers. But Ohio finally clears it out of the zone as Conklick brings it up, throws it from the high slide. It goes off the stick of Bills, and Indiana will play it up the near boards, gets it up to Knoll. Knoll skating down the near boards in the face-off circle, throws it out in front to McDonald, who just couldn't get a stick on it as he had the wide open net in front of him, back door. Ripley gets the tip from Millett. But a Hoosier and Timmons is there to bring in the attacking zone. Timmons throws a shot that goes inside the leg padding of Beatty and covered up with 2:17 left in the period.
Have you yet to see a penalty, Gage? Had a very physical game. Have you yet to see a penalty?
Have not seen a penalty so far, but in their first meeting, there was only 11 total penalties. And in their second meeting, 21. So it goes either way. You can either see a very low penalty game between these two or a very high one. And it looks like so far, at least in this first period, it's going to be a low penalty type game.
They're going to let the boys play here. It's conference time. It's playoff time. It's important hockey. They're going to let them play. Good to see.
I'm kind of jealous now as Ohio gets the puck down the attacking zone. Greenleaf had it for a moment. It's thrown to the far side. Greenleaf picks it back up on a drop pass. Now thrown up to the point by Campbell. Played in that near corner. Shot from Weaver from far away. Loose out in front. Weaver trying to get back to it.
You got a 3-on-2. Indiana coming this way.
Indiana brings it up. It's Fallon. Fallon gets it across to Chambers. Chambers takes a shot that goes off the bar. Somehow doesn't go in, as even my color commentator Clay is wondering how that missed.
That was a great shot. May got back bar, if you ask me.
Weaver brings it in, gets smacked into the boards, keeps control of the puck on his stomach, gets the puck across the ice, but it's taken by Chambers of Indiana. Marslick gets it up to Trobenter. Trobenter is just surrounded by nothing but red jerseys, and we have 1 minute remaining in the period. And it will go down as an Indiana icing. And now the linesman and the official on the left-hand side of the ice will try to find which Hoosiers tried to change. Going back to the penalty topic, through the amount of games Indiana's played at 19-6-1, they have 408 penalty minutes to Ohio, who's played 30 games, 562. And just wait till Ohio gets their first penalty or power play, so we can tell you what in the world their ACHA power play statistics are. A shot by the Hoosiers, trying to go top shelf, just missed the top left corner just by a couple of inches. It's now Stukovic getting knocked into the boards by Cesarski. Played up into the face-off circle. Indiana's got it. Cesarski backhands it over to DiLorenzo. 25 seconds. DiLorenzo up to Kissel. Kissel back to DiLorenzo as he takes a massive hit after he lets go of the puck, and it's easily covered up by Beatty. 18.8 left here in period number 1. 14 shots on net by the Hoosiers, just 10 for the Bobcats. As Indiana wins this faceoff, it was inside the legs of Krucic, and now it's O'Brien for the Bobcats, backhanding it down the ice in the attacking zone for an icing with 9.7 left to go.
Bobcats can't seem to get any flow going here going into their offensive zone. They're getting the puck out of their defensive zone, but just no chemistry going into the offense. They're going with a lot of dumps and trying to work out of the corner. Not seeing a lot of high shots from them yet. Would like to see that change and see some more offensive opportunities from them. Big shot off the face-off there, blocked by someone in front.
Puck is loose now behind the end, and now they had a couple of chances at it. And the buzzer will sound to end period number 1 here in the final first-round game of the TSCHL Conference Tournament. It's Indiana 2, Ohio nothing, as we will head to the first intermission. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after the ice cut here from Cincinnati. getting ready for the start of period 2 between Ohio and Indiana. It's currently 2-0 Hoosiers, but first, and we promise this is not planned, as you've got two Kentucky hockey people on your broadcast. Your TSCHL Rookie of the Year for this season is Kentucky hockey player number 9, Gabe D'Amico. Clay, speak a couple words about D'Amico and what he means towards that top Kentucky line.
He's a hard worker. Gabe's been with us for 2 years. He came in during the COVID season and put his nose down, put his head down, went straight to work, didn't complain about not playing any games, and young man seeing the benefit of it this year, getting his first action in the ACHA. He plays hard every single night. I haven't seen Gabe take a night off for the 25 games we've played this year. Very committed to the team. I hope to see him grow with us over the next couple of years.
D'Amico as the Rookie of the Year, and the TSCHL before today had 51 total points on 22 goals and 29 assists. You can honestly argue that Brett Quinn could have had it with 50 points, 17 goals, and 33 assists. But now we're back here in the first round matchup between Ohio and Indiana, as Ohio is controlling it in their defensive zone. Garnett throws it across to Colera. Colera gets knocked into the boards. He tried to throw the puck up the ice. It goes to the left of the goal crease where Beatty sits. Indiana has it at the blue line. Cesarski takes a shot that goes off the blocker of Beatty. Beatty fell down and had to slowly get back up. Thankfully, the Hoosiers were in a puck battle in the near corner. Krusik down the near boards, throws a puck towards the crease, cleared away out of the zone by the Bobcats. Indiana keeping it in the attacking zone as Simono throws it all the way across to Fallon. Fallon throws it towards the goal crease. In comes Goodfellow, who takes a shot. That goes into the glove of Beatty.
We got about an extra minute of play there. We saw some of that earlier this afternoon. The clock just didn't get started there on time, so extra minute of free hockey for us there, Gage.
And the official will skate over towards the scorekeeper. Will stop the linesman from dropping the puck, and they will fix the clock. As you see on our score panel, 19:08 is what shows on that clock, and they will move it to 19:20. Close enough.
Still a little extra hockey.
Trying to find a couple of extra seconds. Indiana, quick shot from the slot. Krusich couldn't find the back of the net. It was blocked a couple times out front. Another shot, this time by Kiker, goes well wide and into the corner. Played all the way around. Krusich throws it through the crease. Played up against the near boards. It's Goodfellow. Goodfellow will dump it back around for Kenyon. Kenyon threw it back around. One Bobcat couldn't get up off the ice. Weaver lost an edge. It was kept into the zone, and now it's all the way down the Ohio attacking zone. It'll be chased down by Conklick. Conklick to the right of the crease. It's now Marslick. Marslick gets it up to Weaver. Weaver plays it around behind the back of the net. Marslick will throw it up to the point, and the net is not supposed to sit that way. It came off of its pegs once again.
Seems to be loose. We saw that quite a bit earlier this afternoon too. Maybe get some better pegs here at SportsPlus.
As one comment said in the earlier game this afternoon, glass was original from 1992, so the pegs probably could be about the same. As Herbs threw it up through the neutral zone, is knocked back down by Indiana. It goes behind the net for the Hoosiers, played out through the neutral zone and sent all the way back down by the Bobcats. Into the glove of Bills, who will drop it and leave it in the corner for Fallon. Goodfellow rips it all the way around the boards for Krusich. Krusich at the defensive blue line, gets it out to the neutral zone. He'll take a big hit and the fall onto the ice as Weaver skates down the near boards. Gets stopped in his tracks just beyond the face-off circle. It's cleared down the ice by Indiana for a Hoosier icing. So just 2 minutes and 15-ish seconds through this second period. 17:44 left on the clock. 15 shots on the board for Indiana, 11 for Ohio.
Both teams still keeping that physical pace. It hasn't slowed down any at all. They're all throwing their bodies around. It's a tight game. OU look to switch up their forecheck. They're dumping and running a 2-1-2 now, putting a little bit more pressure on those Indiana D-men.
Coward throws at the Trobenter, back over to Irvs. Just missed the back of the net on a one-timer. It's now in that near corner, played up to the point to Trobenter, and the whistle is blown.
Pesky net again, Gage.
And this time it looked like it barely came off of the peg holes, and they'll place it back in for Bills. And the faceoff will now be to the left of the Indiana netminder. Offenbach on the faceoff. Indiana will control. Played up at the blue line. Fulmer for the Bobcats, throws it back down. Puck was loose out in the slot. A shot was taken by Trobenter, sent it right in the back behind the net, and a whistle will blow once more as the puck went out of play. You know, Clay, I'm really enjoying one of the Ohio coaches wearing the cowboy hat and the pink button-down shirt with the suit jacket. That is a classy look.
It is a classy look. He's been rocking that one for at least a month. I saw that one in Athens a couple weeks ago. It is a good look, though.
That we did, as Offenbach took a pass on a shot that went wide, and the Ohio goaltender of Beatty will cover it up.
Joey Trumpeter finishing his check there on 20 from Indiana. That's a big body to finish a check on, but it's important to lay your body on him. He's a big presence for Indiana on the blue line there.
And as we know from playing the Hoosiers back in November, they are a hard-hitting and tough-nosed team. And they will most certainly finish those checks no matter what. And that is what's gotten the Hoosiers winning 15 of their last 16 and not losing in regulation since their last regulation loss in October. Offenbach in that far corner. Cesarski coming in to help, trying to poke the puck out. One Bobcat goes down, and that will be our first penalty of the evening. Ohio now to the side of the net. They have the extra attacker on. Goes up to Marslick at the point, across the Garnett. And Indiana will touch the puck, and we will have a cross-checking call. It will go against the Hoosiers and Cesarski. He will head to the box. And the Bobcats will get their first power play of the night, which leads us to our greatest statistic I think we have had all season. And Ohio's power play percentage, according to the ACHA, is 190.9%. Clearly not correct, as you can't have really over 100, but they've got 21 power play goals this season. And for a moment, they didn't stop the clock. But 16-12 now left here, and Ohio will have a 2-minute minor to try and at least cut the lead in half. It'll be Millen on for the faceoff for Ohio as they will control. Played up to the point to Colera.
Watch Colera at the top of this blue line. He quarterbacks this power play here for OU. He'll set it up, get his guys in position, filter the puck around. Really good quarterback up there on that blue line.
Bruss sends a shot. That goes wide. Colera, small backhand pass over to Marslick. Gets it back down low. It'll be played by Campbell.
There he is.
Campbell to Colera. Marslick tried to throw it down low through a couple of Hoosiers, and not a smart play for the Bobcats as Indiana easily clears it, but a bad change for the Hoosiers.
Oh, that looked off.
And that was Almost a breakaway for Coward, just was offsides. Indiana tried to go for a change. They had 3 coming off and 2 going back onto the bench as they all collided in front. That gave Ohio a good chance for a breakaway. They just could not find the hole to get through. In comes Millett. Millett throws it off the boards behind the back of the net, up to the side of the face-off circle to Cholera. Cholera.
Good find in front.
Will throw it out in front. And Indiana and Krumsick will get it up towards the blue line, kept in by Bruss. 47 seconds left on the power play as the puck goes up and into the netting. 15 minutes on the dot left here in period number 2. And the Bobcats has just managed a single shot on this power play. Not much of anything else. They've dumped the puck down, but Indiana's been right there on their penalty kill, which is 77.6% successful of killing off the penalties they have faced. Indiana has only given up 17 power play goals. They have also scored 5 shorthanded goals this season.
OU's going to have about 30 seconds on this final rush of the power play. Let's see if they can get something off, a shot or two maybe. Had a couple go wide. Haven't had too many hit the net on this power play.
Collegiate got it across to Ripley. Ripley gets it down low to Bruss, and the whistle is blown.
And could you guess what it would be, Gage?
If I had to guess, I believe the net came off. Huh.
Bing bong. You are correct, sir.
So 14:27 left here in the period. 13 seconds left on the first Ohio penalty of the evening. Face-off controlled by Ohio.
10 seconds left on the power play here for OU.
Conklick at the point. Skates it across to Ripley. Ripley throws it down low to Stuber. Stuber takes a shot that banks off the back of the boards, and Indiana has killed off the power play. Weaver goes down behind the Indiana net. Staton throws it across. In comes Ripley, takes a slapper that goes off the side of the net into that far corner. Indiana will chase after it. It's Goodfellow.
No, you've got to get some better shots. You're not going to beat Sammy from the side there. You're not going to beat him from the goal line. He's 10-2 in TSCHL play. You got to get better shots on him. You're not going to beat him from the side of the net.
Simona was the only Hoosier back. He wrapped around 2 Ohio defenders. Still got a shot off. It just went into the corner. Here comes Weaver. Weaver takes a long shot that goes off the end of the stick of Bills and into the netting behind. Clay, Ohio's had 16 shots on goal, at least by the scorekeeper stats. How many of those have you think have been effective shots so far?
Earlier in the first, earlier in the second, we saw them working down low. I would tell you maybe 8 to 10 shots have been effective. The last 3 or 4 from the power play were just not great angle shots. They're getting it toward the net, trying to get something going, but Sammy's keeping them wide. He's not leaving rebounds in front. They just got to square up more, get some shots from the slot, get some from the circles. You can't be on the side of the net shooting, trying to beat this guy.
Play it up to the points. Krumsick tries to dump it down low, and he does. Gets it down to Kenyon. Kenyon out in front to Crucius. Crucius takes a shot that goes off the side of the net, and finally covered up after a couple of chances in front of the Ohio goal crease, and covered up by Goodfellow. Beatty, as Goodfellow was to his right. Winner of this game of Ohio and Indiana will take on the North Division champs, Michigan. Tomorrow afternoon, as Michigan has knocked off the Louisville Cardinals 5-0. A shot by Kissel goes up and over the goal. Chased down in this near corner by Di Lorenzo. Ohio's the one with control of the puck as Garnett gets it up to Beal. Beal skates into the zone, has it poked away by Di Lorenzo, and it's Kissel coming the other way. Kissel leaves it behind for Jerami. It's cleared up the ice, and it's going to be chased down by Brennan for an Ohio icing with 12:32 left here in period 2. Indiana with 2 goals, both in the first period, one from Cesarski, one from Gerami. Just currently with a ton of offensive pressure and keeping Ohio from getting anything going offensively. Played up through the neutral zone, back in the Indiana defensive zone, chased down by Cesarski. He'll absorb a hit behind the net and get it up to Krumsick. Krumsick throws it through the neutral zones, poked away from one Bobcat by McDonald. McDonald puts the brakes on, skates to the face-off circle, throws it across to Krumsick. Krumsick behind the pass to Cesarski.
Great puck movement there by Indiana. No one's playing selfish for Indiana. They're just moving that thing around, no problem right now.
Big hit from Cesarski right out in front of us. It's played up to the neutral zone. Little pass over to McDonald. McDonald.
Wow, what an avoid of the hit there in the middle of the slot. Now it's kind of a 3-on-2. Broken a little bit. Good shot.
Shot by Kiker.
Great save. Wow. 2 big saves there.
A shot from Kiker and a shot from Knoll right out in front. Beatty had to dive for the second one.
And Gage, I got you a bit of information here from the Mid-Atlantic. It looks like no one is going to be at the mercy of the auto bid, as all the top seeds have won out in that. So we'll continue to see how the TSCHL and the Colonial play out, as well as the ACC, to see who fills out the rest of the teams for regionals in the Southeast.
Like you said, if Ohio is able to come back and win this game and win the TSCHL, or if Michigan were to make it to the final and knock off either Ohio State or Miami, one of those could get the auto bid since they are currently not qualified for regionals. The 3 teams currently qualified for regionals out of the TSCHL: Miami at 4, Indiana at 7, and Kentucky at 8. And Ohio State currently sits there in a big one-timer.
They called it off.
No, a one-timer from Fallon right out in front, goes up and over Beatty, and the official to the right of the goal crease completely waves it off.
I don't know what happened there, Gage. I don't know if the net was out when the goalie sprawled to go down and make the save, but that looked like a good goal from this angle.
That it most certainly did. Fallon pleading his case. To his dismay, the referees don't listen. And with 11:14 left in the second, it's still 2-0 Indiana as goal number 3 waved off. Chambers in the faceoff circle, collects it. Fallon will throw it behind the net. Played back all the way around the boards by Simono. Cleared out of the zone by the Bobcats. Collected again by Chambers. He avoids a hit from Bruss. Kept into the zone by Brennan. Dumps it behind the Ohio net. He'll chip it up into the faceoff circle. Recollected by Brennan. Takes a shot into the glove of Beatty. And a little pushing and shoving right out in front of the crease. As Ripley got a couple of shots in, and will now have a discussion with the officials. And will be skated away. He'll skate towards his own sideline.
I agree with the no call there. That's part of the game. A little scrum in front. Let the guys back to their bench. Let the boys play 5-on-5. We like to see that. It's playoff hockey.
Ohio brings it through the neutral zone. It's Marzlick. He'll have Weaver out to his right, and Weaver was just a little ahead of Marzlick, and it will be an offsides on the Bobcats. .32 left in period 2. Indiana will control the faceoff. Krumsick gets it across to Kissel. Kissel dumps the puck all the way down. It'll be chased down by DiLorenzo behind the Ohio net. Colera takes away from DiLorenzo and gets it over to Garnett. Played back down by Gerami. Kissel trying to get to it, battling with Greenleaf. Greenleaf gets it out lost it in its skates. And Jerami will just try to poke it down, but Indiana was already offsides. The linesman will call it and bring the puck into the neutral zone for the faceoff with 10:01.
Seems Indiana's got the momentum again after they killed off the power play. OU hasn't got off a shot since that power play. I like to see them get it back to the neutral zone, dump it, get back to the basics, and get their chemistry going in the offensive zone, working from the corners.
Brandenburg and Weaver on for the faceoff, controlled
Big
and
win.
now taken by Weaver, but he was surrounded by red jerseys, and a big hit from Greenleaf on Brandenburg. Crucius plays it through the neutral zone, but Ohio dumps the puck behind the Indiana net. Marslick will get there. Taken away by Goodfellow.
Ooh. Good timing there by Calera at the middle. Not a dirty play. Watched his partner passing it to him and timed it right. Clean hit.
Play down by the Hoosiers for an icing, and that'll bring it back in the Ohio attacking zone, just to the right of Bills with 9:34 left in the period. 23 shots on goal for the Hoosiers, 16 for Ohio. Bills is a perfect 16 of 16, as I guess they just found how to turn the music up louder. It was nice and quiet, and it went from a level 2 to about a level 10 in a millisecond. Marslick in that near corner, tries it centered out in front to Greenleaf. Greenleaf gets tied up by Kiker. And it's played out to the neutral zone. It's Crucius. Crucius brings it in the attacking zone. Throws a shot from inside the blue line. That's easily gloved down by Beatty. 9:05 left in the second. Gage O'Dell and Clay Pergram here with you in this final first round matchup of the TSCHL conference tournament. This is the final game of the first round. This winner of this game will face Michigan. One semifinal matchup already decided in Miami versus Ohio State. And Michigan awaits this winner to determine who will continue on, as McDonald brings it across the blue line, knocks right into Fulmer. And Ohio will get it out of the zone. Trobenter, center ice. Soft pass over to Dukovic. And Dukovic absorbs a hit. A shot by Coward, easily knocked away by Bills. Face off to the left of Sammy Bills. Face off controlled by the Bobcats. Played down low, stuck in the face off circle. Indiana gets it out into the neutral zone, just beyond the stick of Jerami. And played back down by the Bobcats, where Cesarski will be to the right of the net. He'll skate it behind and throw it out in front to Kissel. Played now to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo just missed the stick of Jerami, as he had to quickly come back onside. And it will, unfortunately for the Hoosiers, be an icing. .8:05 left here in period 2. 2-0 Indiana. Looking to win their 10th straight game, dating back all the way to early December. Ohio trying to also continue their winning streak. They've won 6 in a row, kept it in the zone by Millett. Millett throws it across, can't find anybody, and the whistle once again for, what do you know, the net coming out of place.
And that net's just weak. I mean, Sam didn't hit it with his leg or anything. That was a glove. He went to open his glove, and that net came off. I don't know what you do to fix that other than getting new pegs here at SportsPlus.
That almost is reminiscent of a couple of years ago at the Lexington Ice Center, when the Kentucky hockey team had a certain goaltender named Eric Williams, when that net would always come out of place every couple of minutes.
Sammy looking good for Indiana. The sophomore from Northbrook, Illinois, looks locked in right now.
Indiana and Cesarski plays it from
Delayed
behind the net.
penalty. Sammy to the bench. Indiana's going to try to get one out. Early whistle there.
Little discussion going on at center ice between a couple of Bobcats and Hoosiers. And it will be Aiden Millett going to the box. And he's trying to open the door himself. Now a couple of the Xavier players you can use as scorekeepers try to open the door. Millett will go into the box. So that will be Indiana's first power play. They are 33.8% successful on the power play, or roughly, as you know, with Ohio's power play percentage of 190, 33.8. Sounds about right, may not be fully correct. 26 power play goals on the season for the Hoosiers. They've also given up 5 shorthanded goals. Cesarski, top of the faceoff circle, tries to throw it down low, can't find anybody. Kenyon plays it behind the net. And that far side of the ice from the blue line, throws it down low to Krumsick. Krumsick now down low to Kissel.
Indiana in this overload set here.
A shot from the point by Kissel, loose out in front. Kissel trying to keep it in. And it'll be Cesarski chasing after the puck after Ohio cleared it. Played up to Kenyon. Now to Kissel. Over to the far side. Kenyon trying to find McDonald right out in the slot. McDonald will absorb a hit on the glass on the near side. Cesarski to Kissel. Kissel has it poked away from him, and Ohio clears it down behind the Indiana net. Bills will just stay put in his net, and Cesarski will come after it and stand behind him. 1:04 remaining on the power play. Cesarski gets a tip from Krushich right at the blue line. It'll be chased down by Ripley of Ohio and cleared down the ice by Beal. 6.5 to go here in the second period. 45 seconds remaining on the Hoosier power play. Durrami right at center ice, lost the puck, and it's cleared down by O'Brien. Played in that far corner by Beal. Indiana will take it away. DiLorenzo skates up the near boards, through the neutral zone, into the attacking zone. Gets it through the legs of one Bobcat. It's kept into the blue line by Durrami. A big puck battle ensuing between a couple of Hoosiers, and in comes Ohio, who tried to clear it up the ice. Beal tried to, and does successfully this time. Bills this time will stop the puck and leave it for Durrami. 8 seconds left on the Hoosier power play. And Durrami will back away as Weaver was right there. Thrown up to Krushich. Krushich brings in the attacking zone, splits the defense. He'll turn, trying to find DiLorenzo, but it's poked away. And awaiting Marslick. Tried to throw it back to Weaver, and it was blocked away by Krumsick.
No, you just got a man out of the box. He was waiting to try to get a quick 2-on-1 at that blue line. Just didn't pan out.
A great defensive play from Krumsick, the Indiana forward. Well, a heads-up play to not give up that easy chance.
Now we got a 3-on-2 the other way.
Greenleaf trying to get it back to Weaver. Weaver shoots, loose out in front, saved by Bills. And a good clear into the corner by Krumsick. Now here comes McDonald. McDonald, a nice pass through the legs of Brandenburg that was sent wide.
Nice soft hands on that pass.
Marslick threw the puck up towards the blue line. It was knocked back down by the Hoosiers. Ohio in their own defensive zone will throw it up through the neutral zone, up the stick of Marslick. He's got Greenleaf out to his right. Marslick will turn, have his stick go flying behind the crease. Greenleaf comes in, takes a shot, saved by Bills. He blocked it away into the netting. 4:23 left here in the second. Hoosiers still holding on to a 2-goal lead. Both teams unsuccessful in their only power play chances. The Hoosiers are 25 shots on goal to Ohio 17. And
Ohio's
linesman.
starting to work themselves into better areas and get these shots off. They're not shooting from the corners. They're not shooting at goal line. They're starting to get in top of those circles. I'd like to see someone get down there in front of Sam. He's had a couple rebounds kicked out. His defensemen have cleared the puck off quickly for him, but a little pressure there by OU might get him one.
Play down behind the Ohio net. Kiker can't keep it in. Goodfellow chases after it in his own defensive zone. He's got to hurry as Millie is racing in, pins him to the boards, and Chambers battling for it with Staton. Cleared up the ice to Simono. Simono skates in through the face-off circle, takes a shot that just misses bottom post by about 4 inches. Fallon turns and fires towards the crease, trying to get a rebound chance for another Hoosier, but it was played up towards the blue line and sent back down by Fallon. He'll go out for a change. Ohio plays it behind their own net. 3:30 to go here in the second period. Played down all the way down the ice by the Bobcats for an icing. A good call by cameraman Jack Hercules to call the icing from the stands. .324 left in the period. Indiana controls the face-off. Timmons sends a shot that goes off the boards towards the side. Kissel plays it back for Jerami as the whistle blew for the net coming out of place. At least this time it's on the other end of the rink.
That's right.
I don't know if you need new pegs, but you at least need to sharpen them.
You got to do something. We've seen this for 2 games. We've seen this net come off about 15 or 20 times.
Just the nature of the beast. It's played in that far corner. It's Kissel playing it down low to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo, little backhand over. Trying to find Jerami. Can't get him there. In comes Staton. He'll take a shot. That's a far shot. That's saved easily by Bills. And we'll have a little extracurricular activity in that far corner.
Looked to be a good opportunity there for OU, but Sammy again shuts him down. That looked to be an easy save for him, about 6 feet outside of the crease.
2:53 remaining here in period number 2. Face-off will be to the right of Bills. Controlled by the Hoosiers. Cesarski in that far end just to the right of the goal crease against the boards. Puck battle with 2 Bobcats and 3 Hoosiers finally cleared away by the team who had the most numbers. Is thrown out in front.
There it
and
is.
A goal by the Bobcats.
That traffic in front, Gage. They needed that traffic in front. It may have hit 2 or 3 Hoosiers, but it found a way to the ice and someone banged it home. You got to have pressure in front there. If you let him see the puck, Sammy will save it. You got to put that pressure there and you see him capitalize.
Give it to number 20, Joey Trobinter. That's his 4th of the season, has cut the Indiana lead back to 1. 2:36 to go. Couple of stick taps from the Ohio bench trying to get their team back into it as they will control that faceoff as Cullera brings it right back down in the attacking zone. Sends a shot that just goes wide of the net. Played in that near corner by Trobinter. Trobinter drops to a knee, gets knocked down to the ground. Calling for it at the blue line is Garnett. He won't get to it if there's a puck battle 10 feet in front of him. Still a puck battle ensuing. Finally cleared to the far end of the ice where it's taken by the Hoosiers. Cleared up ice and taken back by the Bobcats as they throw it back down in their attacking zone. Controlled by Kiker and dumped down. And a bad icing call.
That was ridiculous. He had that clearly beat by a good 4 or 5 feet.
Cade Kenyon.
And the referee has taken ownership of it. Let's hope we see a face-off here in the middle of the neutral zone here.
That is correct. Cade Kenyon was well in front of the first Ohio player. Beat everybody to the puck by a couple of steps, and immediately the linesman blew the play dead as Marzlik and Brennan are laughing about it at center ice. As you said, the linesman told everybody it was his fault. So the faceoff will be right here at center ice with 1:57 to go here in the second period. Faceoff controlled by the Hoosiers as Krumsick throws it across to Cesarski. Gets a tip from Kissel that goes in the attacking zone. Kissel trying to get it away from Coward. Kept in the attacking zone for the Hoosiers. DiLorenzo shoots and scores! Ethan DiLorenzo puts Indiana back up by 2.
Comes off the neutral zone faceoff after a blown icing call. That's why these calls are so important in these games and playoffs. Change the situation, put it into a different situation, and now you see an Indiana goal. And a penalty to go along with that for Indiana off the celebration.
So they will throw Cesarski into the box. DiLorenzo. That's his 11th of the season. 3-1 Indiana with 1:42 to go in the second period.
DiLorenzo's playing a big game. He's got an assist. He's got a goal. The kid's rolling. He's hot tonight.
In their last meeting back in September, DiLorenzo scored 2 goals in that 2-game set. Just seems like he loves playing against Ohio.
Something he loves about playing against these Bobcats. It does seem that, Gage.
He sees the color green on their jerseys, and that just means to him, go. 90 seconds to go in the period.
Big toe drag there by Clear. I like watching him play.
He'll split the defenders.
Nice drop pass.
Played to Millett. Millett brings in the attacking zone, lost the puck. Cleared back down by the Hoosiers. And it'll be played by Beatty. He had a skate up to it. Was waiting to see if a red jersey came flying in there last second. Played behind the Indiana net. Goodfellow is there. And with the puck battle, finally taken by Bruss. Bruss will get it down to Coward. Coward behind the Indiana net. Has it poked away from him. He'll get to it in the near corner. Plays it up to the blue line. Marslake can't keep it in. Knocked away from Marslake by Krumsick. Chased down by Millett and Brandenburg.
A little holding going on back and forth there in the corner. That's fine. Nothing being called. Let them battle it out.
Ohio brings it out. It's Colera through center ice in the attacking zone. 30 seconds to go. Colera sends a shot that goes off the stick of Bills. The net has come off again before anything got started for the Ohio attack.
And that's brutal, man. OU's working hard from behind the net. They get an opportunity, see their man cutting down that back post from the slot. Clara's looking for him, and what do you know, net's off again. It's another blown situation. Hate to see that.
25.2 left here in period 2. And it looks like Alec Weaver was discussing that with the linesman. Saw a little hand movement, quick shot from Weaver. Goes up and over, played back down by Ripley. Under 20 to go in the second period. Weaver had it in his skates, he throws it back up to Staten. Staten up to the point to Conklick, who sends a shot that goes right into the padding of Bills with a perfect 11.1 on the clock.
They'll finish out the period here on the power play. They'll come back with a little bit left in the third. OU's full of 12 or 13 seniors. Indiana's a young team. We'll see who wants it more here in this third period.
28 seconds left on the Ohio power play. Weaver again can't win the face-off, but it's played right back down behind the Indiana net. It's Krumsick playing it up the boards. A shot from Conklick. Gets blocked out in front, and that is the end of period number 2 in the final first-round matchup in the TSCHL Conference Tournament. It's Indiana 3 and Ohio 1. Don't go anywhere. An exciting final 20 minutes for period 3 coming up from Cincinnati. And we will see you right after the Zamboni cut. getting ready for the start of period number 3 here in the final first round matchup in the TSCHL conference tournament. Winner will take on Michigan tomorrow afternoon in the semifinals for the right to move on to the championship game on Sunday. Indiana leads 3-1, and they also lead in the shots on goal category 26-21 with 3 goals for IU. Cesarski, Gerami, and Di Lorenzo. Droventer, the only goal on the Bobcat side as we're back underway as the faceoff goes to the Ohio attacking zone. Played up to Colera, who sends a shot that's blocked by Brandenburg. Colera gets it up to Lawless. Excuse me, Garnett. And it goes behind the Ohio net. Colera plays it up to Bruss. Taken by Staten. Thrown across to Colera. Tries to bank it up the boards to Millett. Indiana comes back down. A shot by Krucic. Goes off the pads of Beatty. And it'll be Krumsick throwing it across over to Kenyon. But the Hoosiers are offsides.
Gage, so far it's been true to what we thought in the pregame. It has been a goaltender's battle so far. Let's see if that sticks true or if either one of these teams can break it open here the last 20 minutes.
And there's only been 1 penalty on either side. Excuse me, 2 penalties on the Indiana side, 1 for Ohio. So a low penalty game, just like their first meeting was. A shot by Kenyon from inside the blue line, goes in and out of the glove of Beatty. Indiana trying to keep it in their attacking zone. They were successful up until Weaver got it away. Ohio was off and they had to clear up. And it looks like Marslick didn't get the memo. Or hear the tens of people that shouted off. So the faceoff will come back down in the Indiana attacking zone just to the left of Beatty. Ohio will control the faceoff and sent all the way up the boards. Greenleaf beats everyone down to the puck. He'll try to go for a wraparound. A backhand chance thrown out in front, and it's covered up by Bills.
Good job by the IU defenders there. OU were digging at the puck as Sammy has it covered. Refs get in there, get involved. Nothing more from the IU guys. Don't go man down, smart hockey.
It'll be Chambers and Weaver in the face-off circle just to the left of Bills as Indiana will control. It's Kicker throwing it across, getting a tip from Fallon. And all the way down, or at least we thought it was a tip. But apparently there was no tip, so it'll be an Indiana icing. And I'm assuming one of the fans were yelling at me that I was yelling or saying Kicker's name wrong. Obviously didn't hear me say it right the 15th time I said it. Even being wrong 14 times. Chambers brings it up, crosses the center line, dumps the puck all the way down. Fallon on that far side. Tries to get the puck down around to Simono. Shot by Goodfellow goes right into the glove of Beatty.
Good play by IU just to get it down there. They're not in a pinch to score a goal. They're playing passive hockey right now. They're just trying to defend their lead. As all the boys say, I'm sure they said it before they came out, 20 miles. IU knows they got 18 now to go to move on to that next round.
And the main thing will be to stay healthy and clean for the game tomorrow if they were to win. a 6 o'clock start, as this game probably won't end until close to 11:30. It will probably be about 12:30 before they get back to the hotel tonight.
Jack Knoll finishes his check there, making use of his body.
Kept in the zone right there by Herbs. He dumps it behind the Indiana goal. Strovinter tried to throw it back around, but it was taken by Offenbach in that far corner. Kept in by the Bobcats as Strovinter pins it behind the Indiana goal. As Dukovic comes flying in. Dumped back down by Coward. Coward in the slot, takes a shot off the blocker of Bills and sent to the far side of the ice, where McDonald flips it up through the neutral zone.
I'm not certain if they're calling a high stick or an ice there. Looks like an ice.
I believe it was an icing, as it went all the way down and it wasn't touched by the Hoosiers. So that will bring it to the right of Bills. Just 3 minutes gone through this final frame. Ohio trying to find some momentum, trying to find something through this Indiana defensive pressure. It's knocked out of the zone by the Hoosiers as Brandenburg gets in the attacking zone, cleared back by the Bobcats. It's poked into the zone by Staten. Staten trying to outrace Zarski. Staten can't get to the puck after he threw it up the boards as Krumsick will stand there in that far corner. Gets it up to Crucius. Crucius gets it back up to Kenyon. In the attacking zone, knocked back down by Herbs. Puck is stuck for right now and in that neutral zone, but Crucius brings it in. Takes a shot that goes over top. And in that near corner as the whistle blows. And Clay, do you know what happened before that whistle to blow?
I believe Vlad took the shot. I don't know if it hit off anyone or if it hit off the knob of a stick. Looked like it went out of play.
Well, I said that because I saw one of the armbanded officials skate towards the net, so I assume it had come dislodged. But I guess he was going to check on it because Beatty fixed it.
Probably a good guess, but I think it was the tip on that play.
Fair enough. Usually when I see the referee skating towards the goal, that at least today, that means the net has come off the pegs once again.
Condition to that now. Big dangle by 25 there. OU gets the shot off. Sammy makes another big save for Indiana.
Great move by Staten as he played it from the near corner towards the crease. Nobody on the Hoosier saw it. It just sat there inside the blue paint for a couple of seconds before Wisely, one of the Hoosier defensemen, just threw it through the neutral zone.
Got a four-man collision there. Puck leaks out to the other side. Another shot blocked by IU. Ohio just can't get their shots toward the net right now. They're getting some opportunities in the slot. Sammy's getting pads to him, kicking them to the corner. Maybe they start picking some of those shoulders. They might see some success.
Millett just throws a soft shot from the near board towards the crease. It's easily gloved down by Beatty. Through 23 shots, only one has gotten past Bills. Indiana with 31 shots on goal. 3 have gone behind Beatty. Indiana wins that faceoff as Goodfellow dumps it back behind the goal. It'll be played in that near corner as Di Lorenzo skates up toward it. Weaver for the Bobcats throws it behind the Indiana net, or Ohio net, as now Weaver again races all the way around the boards, plays it in the neutral zone, played over to Jerami now. Jerami skates in, takes a shot that just goes wide of the net, and it's cleared around the boards by Konkalik. Weaver picks the puck up in that near corner. He'll bank it off the boards, trying to get to Marslick. Just goes beyond Marslick's stick. He will gather it up at center ice. Has it poked away as soon as he crossed the blue line by Krumsick. And it will go all the way down behind the Ohio goal for an icing on the Hoosiers.
You got to stay away here at SportsPlus. Those boards behind the goal are really, really bouncy. If you miss it to the right or left just a little bit, there's a good shot. It pops out at the back door if someone's there. Like to see OU get guys back in front of that net again here on this offensive chance.
We had mentioned earlier that they found the music toggles to go from a 2 to a 10. That one on that music was about a 15. As even the scorekeepers threw their hands up going, I didn't touch anything. But it got loud here for just a moment in SportsPlus. As kicker Banks it off the boards up to Knoll. Knoll skates in. He'll skate wide of Ripley. Behind the Ohio net, Ripley will take the puck away from him and backhand it through the neutral zone. And a bouncing puck finds a stick of Cesarski. He'll throw it off the half-broken pane of glass in front of us, up to Ripley, who will gather it up behind his own net. He will try to bank it off the boards. It hits one of the stanchions. It's loose out in the slot. Hoosiers, a couple of them passed over the puck, didn't know it was there, and finally cleared out of the zone by the Bobcats and taken by Krumsick. Cesarski up the near boards, shatters his stick as he sent a pass all the way down.
We've seen this glass from 1992 be pretty unforgiving today. A lot of guys trying to make plays off that glass and it popping into weird areas.
In comes Stroventer, had the puck for a moment. It was taken by Krumsick. Backhand pass over to McDonald. Try to find Simono. Simono will just dump it down. He will pin Fulmer to the boards. And it's taken by Coward. Coward trying to get out of the zone. Gets it up to Stroventer. Stroventer through center ice. Brings it through the neutral zone. Tries a crossover. Has it poked away. Taken by Chambers as he banks it off the boards. Sent back down by the Bobcats. As it'll be Brennan. Throwing it all the way around the boards. Coward comes in for a big hit. Taken by Campbell of the Bobcats. A shot by Stroventer. Gets sent through the crease. It sat there for a moment. Cleared away by Chambers now in that near corner. Still in the Ohio zone. Stroventer trying to play it. O'Brien came in from the blue line to try to keep it in the zone. Could not. It's cleared by the Hoosiers. Campbell plays it back down, but Indiana fires it right back down the ice. In comes Beal. The puck was sitting there in the slot. That was taken first by kicker Fallon. At center ice. Gets knocked down and leveled by Beal.
Good stick lift. 3 was leaning on that stick a lot. You pick it up and takes him off his edge. Ruin the play for him.
Garnett skates with the puck. Has it poked away as soon as he crossed the blue line. Kenyon. 1-on-3. Had it lost as he tried to split the defenders. Colera. And a big leveling hit by Beal.
Finishing it off here at the blue line. Love to see it.
That was almost close to boarding as kicker curled up into the boards. Beal trying to get to it. It's finally taken by Brandenburg. Up to Krushish. He'll try to deke around one. Could not. It was poked away. Still on his stick. He'll take a shot that goes off the blocker of Beatty. Now falls onto the stick of Konkalik, who skates all by himself in the attacking zone. He'll throw a long shot off the pads of Bills. That's all Konkalik could really do, as he had 4 red jerseys around him. A close shot from Di Lorenzo from the side of the net goes up and into the nets. At least they found the switch to turn the music down. Went from about an 18 this time back down to about a 9. They found it to turn it up, so back up to an 11. They're trying to level it out in the final game on the Canadian rink here at SportsPlus. 11:24 to go here in the third. Knocked out of the zone by the Bobcats. It'll be chased down by Cesarski. Cesarski just to the right of the net, throws it up to the neutral zone, gets a tip from Di Lorenzo. It's behind the Ohio net. Konklik will get there. He'll wrap it around up to Bruss. Bruss lost it at center ice. It was poked away. Krumsick can't get control of it. Di Lorenzo's got it. He'll try to backhand it over. In comes Millett. Millett takes a shot that goes off the blocker of Bills. It bounces off the boards behind the Indiana net. Played down the near corner back to Millett. Millett will leave it for Bruss. Bruss will take a no-look shot. That was blocked out in front of backhanded chance from Millett. Gets blocked as well. And it's knocked out of the Bobcat attacking zone. Played back down by Ripley. Into the far corner. Taken by kicker. Up to Millett now.
Indiana's giving over a lot of turnovers in their zone right now.
Ripley rips a shot right into the chest of Bills.
Indiana keeps turning it over, but the sophomore net keeps saving them. Play after play. 10 minutes left here in the third.
10:22 remaining on your scoreboard. Still 3-1 Hoosiers. Trying to hold on and move on to the semifinals. Quick shot from Weaver. Gets blocked out and sent to the far boards. It goes off the knees of Greenleaf. Played out of the zone. Ohio will have to reset. Weaver avoids a massive hit with Krumsick at center ice. And in comes Knoll. Knoll with a shot that gets deflected and just rolls into the crease for an easy cover up for Beatty. .58 left here in period number 3. Indiana with 34 shots on goal to Ohio's 26. As that attempted shot was blocked out in front. In comes Weaver. Weaver tries to throw it out in front to Campbell, who is skating towards the back door. And that back door slam shot as the puck died in the slot, and Indiana cleared it away. Goodfellow plays it up to McDonald. Trying to get it up to Offenbach. Could not. Played back down by Knoll. 9.5 to go as Ohio trying to set up the offense. Campbell trying to find Marslick. Taken away by Kicker. Plays it up to Kenyon. Kenyon in that near corner will stop. Avoid a hit. He'll leave it behind the Ohio net for a couple of Hoosier or forwards that were skating in. But Ohio's the one who plays the puck up to their attacking zone. Now knocked back in the neutral zone. Cullerer brings it in. Cullerer, leading point scorer on the Bobcats. Throws it towards the net. It goes behind Bills. Lays there in the crease. And Indiana pokes it off and away. Krumsick brings the attacking zone. Splits a couple of defenders. Plays it in that far corner. Krush goes down. And Krushish sits there in that far corner after getting absolutely rocked. And it will be a penalty on the Bobcats. And
not exactly sure what happened there, Gage. I don't know if he wrapped himself up with his own stick or if the player got him with his other stick, but Vlad looks like he's going to need a minute over there on the bench.
And it'll be a cross-check penalty on Cody O'Brien. And that will put Indiana on the power play as he slams the door to the penalty box after not taking into consideration what the referee told him. So 8:49 left in the third.
Check myself on that. Vlad's not going to need a moment. He hopped onto the bench, hopped back off, and he's ready to go.
An absolutely tough player. As Indiana will control this power play. A shot and a goal from DiLorenzo. Sitting back door. His second goal of the game, and Indiana, 11 seconds into that power play chance, makes it 4-1. That's DiLorenzo's 12th on the season.
Have yourself a night, kid. He's playing a big game for IU tonight.
8:38 to go. Hoosiers, 8.5 minutes from moving on to the semifinal. Ohio has a few minutes left to say something about that as Beatty will play it off to the left to Ripley. Ripley plays it up to Dukovic, has it knocked away from him. Ohio will play it back in the defensive zone as Ripley will send it all the way down the ice. Got a tip. Will be played in that far corner by Goodfellows. He'll rip it up the boards. Still loose on that far side. Bounced off the hands right out in front of Brandenburg in the Ohio defensive zone. Played up off the far boards by Konkalik. Now on the stick of Trobenter. Trobenter skates in, takes a shot. That goes wide of the net. One Hoosier lost his stick. Ripley weaves in through a couple of players and finally had it poked away by Brandenburg. Played back down by Konkalik. Indiana will throw it back down to a wide open Kissel. Kissel had DiLorenzo to his left, wide open. Just couldn't complete the pass. In comes Bruss. He'll take a shot that goes off the pads of Bills. A quick one-timer from Staten goes up and over the goal. Couple of great looks from the Bobcats as they keep it into the zone. Bruss over to Staten, leaves it behind for Millett. Millett in the far corner, backhands it behind the goal to Staten. Staten plays it back, Bruss right in front. Bruss with a couple of chances gets knocked down by Brennan. And puck will finally be touched by the Hoosiers, and that will be a cross-checking penalty upcoming on Indiana. So Ohio not done yet. They're, according to the ACHA, 190% power play coming back onto the ice.
It's quite a power play to face off against Gage. You know, that's a penalty I'd say you take. I think 14 there may have saved a goal. There's a couple bounces there down on the crease. Play before that, Sam kicked out a big, probably the biggest rebound he's had of the night. Couple good chances for OU, but didn't get a chance to capitalize them.
So that brings out the Indiana penalty kill that sits at just over 78%, and that is the first clear of this power play as it'll be played behind the net by Beatty. He'll leave it there for Weaver, plays it across, now up ice to Staten. Staten brings in the attacking zone, skates down the near boards, it in the near corner, trying to get around Cesarski. He'll play behind the net for Weaver. Weaver skates up towards the blue line. He'll stop, pass it back and forth with Staten. Staten on the top of the faceoff circle, gets it across to Conklick. Conklick takes a shot that goes off the pads. Another shot, this time by Ripley, goes through the crease and wide. And here come the Hoosiers back the other way. Brandenburg takes a shot that goes off the blocker. A rebound chance by Offenbach goes up and over the goal. Almost a shorthanded goal by the Hoosiers, coming back the opposite way. Ripley pokes it down low. It goes behind the net, played back up at the point by Staten. He'll throw it across to Ripley. Ripley thought about taking a ripper. Now he does. It goes just behind the goal, all the way around to the far side, kept in by Conklick. Conklick had fallen down, now played the top of the faceoff circle to Ripley. Ripley takes a shot into the chest and saved by Bills with 28 seconds left on the Ohio power play.
Goalie's favorite way to save the puck, right to the chest. They've gave him a couple of those. Had another juicy rebound come out, no one there to put it home.
Ohio shots have mostly come from inside the blue line over to the side, or just shooting it right into the breadbasket of Bills. Have yet but one time get a couple of clean looks at the Indiana goaltender.
Great move up top there.
Color throws it out towards the slot. Coward had a chance. Now here comes Jerami. Gets it over to Simono. Simono skates around a couple. He'll play it behind the Ohio net. 5 seconds left on the Ohio power play, and Indiana will kill it off once more. Big hit by Jerami as that sounded unforgiving to Marslick as he goes crashing down. Under 5 minutes of play, 4:43 to go. Played up to Marslick at the point. He'll take a shot that's blocked by Simono. Cesarski at center ice just fires it down behind the Ohio goal. 4.5 to go. Cholera, Ohio's leading point scorer, trying to put the team on his back. Skates wide, throws it towards a crease. It's loose out in front. Ohio's not there, and it's poked around O'Brien, and in comes DiLorenzo. Skates in, takes a shot that goes off the glove of Beatty. DiLorenzo looking for the hat trick.
Great shot by him to use the defenseman as the screen, shoot in between the legs.
Played up by DiLorenzo, up to Kissel. Kissel just backhands it over into the near corner. Under 4 minutes to go. Trying to play it up front to Kenyon, couldn't get there. It's now Kicker trying to get it down low, back over to Kicker. A shot that was almost deflected, top shelf. Just got deflected a little wide out in front. Fallon plays it all the way back down low. Ripley's got to get there as he's got Kenyon racing in. Dukovic throws it across, tried to find O'Brien, couldn't get him there. Indiana plays it up, and a quick slap shot by Dukovic. Gets blocked 10 feet after the shot was released. Then comes Chambers. His shot blockered away into the far side. Picked up by O'Brien. And now it's Dukovic, who had his stick knocked out of his hands.
Good back check.
And now Chambers all by himself. It's 1-on-4. And Ohio will pick the puck right back up. And will try to set up their offense. It's under 3 minutes to go, down by 3. It's deflected right in front of Staten. Staten will turn and fire. And just missed the net as it'll be Bross in that near corner. Trying to center it back out in front. Millett throws a shot. Now it's played up to the blue line. Another shot goes bouncing just to the right of the goaltender.
And we have the goaltender to the bench for Ohio. 2:30 left in the third.
Ohio senses it's their last couple of chances. 6-on-5. Beatty to the bench as Staten dumps the puck down, will absorb a hit from Knoll. Indiana trying to clear it down the ice. Staten will turn and fire as the whistle blows for a high stick. 2:07 to go.
And the Bobcats look like they're getting ready to take their timeout, try to get a game plan together here for the last 2 minutes as they're looking to run it out as a 6-on-5 for the last 2 minutes, I would assume.
And you would be correct. Timeout Bobcats. Face-off will be in their attacking zone once the timeout occurs. 38 shots on net for Indiana to Ohio's 34. So the shot total a little close. Indiana has seemed to be a little bit more successful with their offensive pressure, Clay.
Absolutely. Indiana is rolling right now. We keep seeing a lot of 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s come out the other way. Ohio's getting the opportunities, but the pucks seem to leak out. Indiana's coming out with a whole bunch of speed, and they're firing from the far side. The guy on that weak side is driving the net. They might find another one here if they find that rebound leaking out in front.
So they will put Beatty back in net for this faceoff. I said it was going to be in the attacking zone, but it was played by high sticks. It'll put the faceoff in the neutral zone. Ohio knocked in their attacking zone, but briefly cleared away by Indiana. Goes off the skate of Timmons and played back down the attacking zone by Brandenburg.
And IU's going to fall back to, it looks like a modified 2-1-2. I'm not really certain what forecheck they're playing here. They're putting 2 guys on pressure and 3 guys staying high in the neutral zone. Passive hockey for the win. They know what they have to do. It's a minute 47. Just keep the ice tilted.
Beatty covered up the puck after Ohio tried to throw it up through the neutral zone. It bounced off the body of Crucish, and the puck slowly rattled into the crease. Face-off taken and controlled by the Bobcats as Ripley fires it down the ice. Staten chasing after it, but so is Goodfellow. Goodfellow beats him there. 1:35 to go. Quick shot by Konkalik. Goes into the near corner. Puck is battled for as Marslick gets there. Played up through the slot. A quick shot by Konkalik. Goes well wide. It's bouncing over to the far corner. Taken by Staten. Staten from the face-off circle. Tried to throw it through the slot. It was knocked and cleared away by Kenyon. Empty net now again for Ohio. 1:10 to go. Ripley has it bounce off his skate. Goes behind the Indiana net. 1 minute to play as that puck goes flying down the ice. And it will be an Indiana icing with 58.8 seconds to go. So barring some sort of miracle, it looks like the Hoosiers will be moving on to the semifinals of the TSCHL Conference Tournament. Unless Ohio can somehow scrounge up 3 goals in the final 59 seconds. Marslick in that near far corner, throws all the way over to the near corner. Culler keeps it at the blue line, but has it deflected up and into the netting. As one of the fans will jump and hit the netting, let the puck roll back onto the ice. As this is the first rink I've been to with it, netting goes up over you, connected to the wall instead of up towards the ceiling.
New one for me as well, Gage. I haven't seen this.
Ohio just barely keeping it in their zone. A shot from Weaver goes well wide. 35 seconds. Ohio keeping it into the attacking zone. Played up towards the blue lines. Deflected to the far side by Fallon. Indiana clears it out of the zone. It'll be chased down by Collegiate. No icing, 20 seconds to go for Indiana. Fallon. Trobenter lost the puck, taken by Weaver. Weaver dumps it back down. Controlled by Greenleaf. Loose out in front, played over to the far side, 2 seconds, and the final buzzer sounds, and the Hoosiers have won their 10th straight game, 16 of their last 17, and they will move on to the semifinals of the TSCHL Conference Tournament to take on the North Division 1 seed Michigan Wolverines. So Clay, heading into the semifinals, you've got Miami versus Ohio State, Michigan versus Indiana. What do you see out of the semifinals, and who do you see matching up into the finals on Sunday?
I think that Michigan-Indiana is going to be another physical matchup like we saw here tonight. We've seen both those teams recently, and they both play hard. Indiana is hot right now. I think they're 17 straight, you said, Gage? They are hot right now. So if I had to pick, I'm going to take Indiana in that matchup tomorrow. We haven't seen Miami play in person this year, but Ohio State was rolling pretty good against us today. So I don't got a pick on that one, Gage, but I think Indiana's hot, so they're my pick. They're my pick for the tournament right now.
Indiana would be my pick as well. They haven't lost in regulation since October. You might think they might be due, but with that kind of hot streak, when a team gets rolling, it's hard to put a stop in them. So that will do it from the first round of the TSCHL tournament. Indiana University on their YouTube will have the remainder of the games over on the other sheet of ice. For Clay Pergram, I'm Gage O'Dell signing off. You can catch all the action of the semifinals on the Indiana YouTube page. But from here at the Canadian Rink, we sign off. Good night, and we will see you soon.